Young Wolf in the building, young Sasuke in the building, Jemmington in the building, low on morale Wolf in the building because I believed, and that is my greatest mistake. I believe too much. I believe in this club too much, and I get let down way too often. I believed that we were going to witness one of the greatest comebacks in the history of the Europa League. I believe we were going to watch one of the most entertaining games in the history of the Europa League. And the latter definitely lived up to expectation. This was definitely one of the most entertaining games I've watched in the Europa League. Granted, I don't watch the Europa League often, so take that with a pinch of salt. Shout out to the fans at Ibrox Stadium, because you man didn't stop breathing. Every minute I was hearing claps, chants, praises, everything, boos, everything. The whole 9 yards. You lot gave everything. Shout out to you lot because you came through for your team. And I do want to say shout out to the Dortmund away fans. We did hear you, but I know it kind of went silent towards the end of the game because it was a very heartbreaking performance to watch because we could have done it. Julian Brandt in this game was an absolute mess. And considering he was kind of, I would want to say alongside Bellingham, who I'll get to in a minute, was the heart of the midfield. The heart weren't beaten. It was just like JLS. It was the remix of JLS. The heart won't beat again. It was not beaten. Brandt was a mess. Mistake after mistake. Gaps in the midfield. It was just horrible to honestly watch. You've got someone so wishy-washy in midfield who I truly believe in. I want Brandt to do well. But today was a prime example of how inconsistent our players can be and how wishy-washy a player like Brandt can be. He can have 3 good games, he can put the team on his back, and then this man can go invisible and you just don't even know he's on the pitch. You have someone like that in front of a back line with someone like Hummels who is aging and is so wishy-washy. When you get team of the week, team of the season, yeah, team of the year, yeah, when you get the Europa League special card of Hummels, God-like defender. This man, you can't chat. You can compare him to some of the best defenders in the world. But when you get wishy-washy Hummels like you got today, you get what happened today. You get goals. You leak goals. I feel so sorry for Kobel in goal because this man has got a 24-hour petrol station in front of him as a defense. It's not good enough. He is trying, and Kobel made some really good saves today. Like, and this is the thing with him every game. Like, he's an unsung hero in my opinion. People don't talk about him as much as they should do, but Kobel is a very, very, very good goalkeeper. But our back line makes him look so bad. Hummels has got to go. I am sorry if you're a fan of him. Hummels has got to say goodbye in the summer. I am so, if not say goodbye, he has to take a back seat and he has to understand why he's taking a back seat. Some of the mistakes he made today are unexcusable. Or is it inexcusable? English ain't Englishin. But anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. I also want to talk about Munir because I've been very harsh on Munir, but I will say some of the runs he made today were vital, and I will say that this season I think Munir has stepped up drastically. I think he's a completely different player to the player that we saw debut for Dortmund last season. Listen to me, if anyone from Dortmund is watching this video, listen to me right now, this minute, listen. Give that man the most lucrative contract in the history of Dortmund immediately and park a 200 million. This man can't leave. This man can't leave the club. He can't leave the club. I'm sorry. Because when are you going to get a midfielder that is willing to fight for the badge the way he did? When are you going to get a midfielder that is going to talk in an interview last week and basically say, I am rolling up to Ibrox with chest and I'm going to fight, and then turn up this week and do exactly what he said he was going to do last week? When are you ever going to get a midfielder at 18 years of age that plays like he is 28? When are you going to get a midfielder like Jude Bellingham that honestly has the ability to become one of the best players in the world? You won't. I don't think there's another midfielder like Jude Bellingham. And I was saying this to myself when I was watching the game. Guendouzi Everything that Bellingham is to Dortmund is what Guendouzi was supposed to be to Arsenal. And I'm so happy that Bellingham is a player that wants to just continuously get better. Like, he just loves football. You can see it in him when he plays. The guy just loves football, man. And when you get someone that loves the game, you get consistent performances week in and week out. Jude Bellingham has been consistently good since he played first team football for Dortmund. Do you know how mad that is? Because he played when he was 17. Rangers, what you did in the second half was very rude because you flipped the script. Your manager saw the old script and said, yeah, nah, I don't like that one. Got the new one and said, yeah, this will do. Actually, let me add this bit here. Let me add this bit there. Yeah, get me. That cross can go like this and then we can get the tapping like this. He flipped the script and Dortmund didn't know how to respond. We thought that Rangers were going to come out with the same wishy-washy tactics that they had in the first half. That was not the case. Sign changed. The formation changed. That man gave each and every single Rangers player a sword and said, go out there and kill this game off, and they did what they were supposed to do. I just wish our players would fight as hard as the players did for Rangers, because what's even worse is that Rangers aren't even worth 40% of what Dortmund's worth, and they are willing to die for that badge. Every player today put in a shift. Every player today needs to get a team of the week card. Every player, you know what I'm saying? Every player just needs to get a little promotion pay rise. Every player needs to get signed. How do you beat Gladbach 6-0 and then get put in a spliff by Rangers again? Oh man, this summer is going to be vital for Dortmund. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens. I can tell you that this is probably going to be one of Dortmund's biggest transfer windows in a very, very long time in terms of outs and ins. Yeah, it's not good enough now. Stop keeping hold of these players. These players need to learn to let go, e.g. flipping Berkey. Learn to let go. Your time has come. You need to move on. Pause. This summer is going to be crucial, and I can't wait. I don't want to see wonder kid after wonder kid after wonder kid. I want to see balance, and I want to see us signing players that can consistently put in performances. And when I say consistently, I don't mean that a player has to play, because Jude Bellingham is in a world of his own. But I don't mean that a player has to be good game after game after game after game after game. A player can be good 1, 2, 3, maybe have an off game, but then bounce back straight away. With our players, it's like good game, very bad game, good game, okayish game, bad game, bad game, bad game, good game, bad game, good. Do you get it? Like, it's just too inconsistent and it's just too much now. I really believe Dortmund can just do the madness today. I even think Rangers fans to a certain extent believed, or not believed, I wouldn't say Rangers fans believed. I think football fans around the world believed that Dortmund can come back. I think Rangers fans were skeptical and quite curious about what was going to happen in the game, because they know how good we are and know what we did against Gladbach over the weekend. Shout out to Rangers, man. You lot did your damn thing. Best of luck in the rest of the competition. As for Dortmund, we're out of the Champions League, we're out of the Europa League, we're out of the DFB Pokal, we're out of everything. We've just got the league to focus on, so there's no excuse to finish anything below second. I don't want to see us in third. I don't want to see us in fourth. It has to be second. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you for whenever the next video is, because yeah, life.